Poseidon.
Yeah, this block is straight.
My nigga Zeus the Kid on this bitch. Yeah.
We get 1 second.
Say
1
what?
second. We done just the rest of the long.
Goddamn.
So we gonna
Anime production, by the way.
Yeah, this segment we have.
I break the bank like a motherfucker playing for cake.
On him.
This shit all day, man. Every mistake. Watch your head, cause you know I'm straight sniping for y'all broke niggas. No kindness got you blind and clear your sinus, cause I'm sick with it. Drop the beat quick with it. Same nigga still shit. Number 1 youngin'. Charge on track, still burning. What the fuck you still learning? Damn, it got your feelings hurt. Look so wild, I cage me in. Damn, it make your head spin.
And we are back here on the show. Tell us what that was that we just heard.
That was a little snippet from my song off of the Roger That beat coming up on the mixtape called The Beginning. I don't know the drop because I'm not done with all the songs yet. So if y'all really like what I'm doing, just hold on tight because it's gonna be done real soon. Around probably when school starts. So
yeah,
that's gonna be that new shit for when everybody hit the schools. Blast that shit in the hallways.
Oh yeah,
oh,
Baby
yeah.
Luda though.
Oh yeah,
All over
we
the
about to
place,
get
man.
now. Coming up on the show, we have made it official.
Yeah.
Today
That's
show.
right.
It's the Blowdown Show!
Oh,
no!
If you was on the Alf'Dawg Show, you ain't safe.
Oh no!
You ain't safe.
Oh no!
Oh,
Now,
you gonna get it.
oh man.
Even if you is cute.
You ain't safe.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Let's do these
I'm gonna
headlines.
roast the
Let's get-
background.
Let's do these headlines.
Well, let's get
He
to
ready.
the headlines real
He
quick.
ready.
Now, Sam Bradford, this guy, first overall pick.
Can I
He
get
signed-
a million though?
He
Can I
signed
get
for
a
the
million?
Rams, who only won 1 game this past year. He has only won 6 games in the last 3 years.
Uno.
He has signed to a 6-year, $78 million deal, which, by the way, includes $50 million in guaranteed money. $50 million.
You know what I do with $50 million?
Sam, can I get a meal, dog?
Guaranteed?
Now,
I just get 100,000, man.
now, this guy, he
It's
was
$5, nigga. I'm gonna
Pay my college off.
he was out for pretty much the whole entire season in Oklahoma, but he was, you know, he won the Heisman. You know, he had a Heisman season. This was a very, very good quarterback, but to get $50 million was a record in guaranteed money. We have seen in the past rookies who have gotten that much money
Right.
and have bombed.
Yeah.
Hence, Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell. Al
You-
Davis was in his fucking wheelchair, mad. Just
Yeah.
can't believe I signed that.
Loser.
He's
Yeah, so
wow. Like, this guy sucks.
it started to become a problem when all of these rookies who haven't even taken a snap in the pros is getting more money than over half of the league right now. It's you got to prove yourself first.
Right.
You know, and we're heading into a problem territory, you know, with this money, and this could potentially lead to a NFL lockout next year.
Well, you know, to add on what you're saying, you know, when you look at sports in general, as far as what's been happening, you see a lot more younger athletes that get signed. You know, even in basketball, John Wall. A lot of people put a lot of expectations on these younger guys, and you know, like you said, they haven't proven themselves. And what's happened is sports has become like an easy way out
Yeah,
to make money.
yeah.
So if you're an athlete out there, you really need to focus on, you know what I'm saying, understanding your craft and being on top of your game.
Mm-hmm.
Because ultimately, you might be in a Jamarcus Russell situation or Sam Bradford. Like, I really don't believe that this first year you can expect somebody like Sam Bradford who's recovering and trying to get back, you know, to where his potential level. You know, you can expect them just to come in and start dogging.
Especially with a team that has no wide receivers in general. Like, who is their wide receiver? I can give Avery a B- on potential standpoint, but as far as that, they need to upgrade their wide receiver corps. They got Steven Jackson, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
You can upgrade your corners, help Bartell out. Linebacker corps is coming into effect. They got a decent defensive line with Chris Long, Adam Carricker, and Leonard Little.
Right.
Offensive line always could use work, so they got a lot of work to do. I'm not going to guarantee they're going to win 5 games this season. If they do, that shows progress, but they're not going to be a playoff contending team probably for the next 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
So
one of the positive things is that you have longevity now with all these young players. But the biggest thing is, can they stay healthy and can they be productive even through these next couple of years? Because, you know, like you said, you know, they really don't have a whole lot going for them right now because you have so many young players that are still trying to learn and adapt to the league. So, you know, like you said, it's becoming like a little bit of a problem, you know, with just cats. They're just signing all this young talent. And you have longevity because you signed a young player, but a player like Sam Bradford, you have to be very careful, you know, because they can be injury prone.
Yeah, and think about where St. Louis Rams was a decade ago at this time. It was coming off of a Super Bowl
victory.
Greatest show on turf, and now they're at the bottom of the barrel, right?
The worst show on turf.
You know, yeah. So, a huge risk in bringing in Sam Bradford with all of that money, but something that needed, you know, that
money could have been spent on a good veteran too. So.
Yeah, but you know, they're putting their stock all on Sam Bradford. You know, if not, you can't really do anything else. You know, we seen Matt Ryan in Atlanta. You know, he turned things around there. Matthew Stafford in Detroit. You know,
they're showing major progress. They doing it.
You know, so this could work over in St. Louis. But if it doesn't, you're gonna have a Jamarcus Russell, Ryan Leaf bust.
Ryan Leaf, oh my God.
You know, so we don't want that, St. Louis. Next headline. Cowboys receiver, first round pick Dez Bryant is out 4 to 6 weeks with a high ankle sprain that he suffered during training camp.
Such a punk, man.
You know, now the only good thing is he gets to skip training camp. Basically, which is what all players want to do. We know what you're doing, Brett Favre. We know you're coming back. You just want to skip training camp.
You better come back.
We know. Okay.
I got money on the Vikings.
By the way,
he gonna get his.
We don't promote gambling on the show. Because this is a family show.
I got candy on this.
Dez Bryant.
I got 5 fruities on that too.
Oh, Lord. Dez Bryant. This guy, he is really showing some promise. Tony Romo really likes this guy. You know, the Cowboys can make something happen if Dez Bryant is able to come, you know, be healthy in time for the regular season.
I was just surprised that he even fell that low to the 22nd pick. Let me get a Caucasian term. I was flabbergasted that he fell
there you go.
to the 22nd spot. I was just like, all these teams are worried about character, and if he's a good football player, he's a good football player.
Yeah.
So use that on your team. You know, T.O. was a good football player. You see San Francisco waited until it got too much to get rid of him, but he was still productive in San Francisco. So character may be a factor, but overall, if he plays the game right and he wins you games, get that person.
Yeah. But I think it's one of those things. So the Cowboys have dealt with, you know, he said T.O., you know, guys who might come in, bring egos to the team, you know.
Well, I believe, you know, Dez Bryant, great player, of course. We all know that. There's a reason why Cowboys picked him up. Cowboys have a reputation, though, of taking players who really don't have a good rep for themselves. In this situation, they're able to take a player like Dez Bryant and give him time to develop. And who knows? I think that Dez Bryant, him being down in Dallas with such a great management core, as well as the coaching staff, as well as the players, I think that, you know, this would be a nice place for him to develop and become into a good player, you know what I'm saying, because they got a reputation. Like I said, Dallas has a reputation. You see the, you know, the different players they took on and nobody else wanted to take.
Yeah.
Even when these players, you know, done jail time, you know, whatever.
You know, Pac-Man Jones.
Pac-Man, you know what I'm saying, they took Pac-Man. They took, you know, other players. They even considered Albert Haynesworth at one time, and they considered a whole lot of players that, you know, had a bad rep. So that's a place where, you know, Dez Bryant, when he recovers, I believe it'll be a good place for him to develop, man. You know, hopefully, you know, he'll be able to be productive in that situation.
Yeah.
He definitely has a great system, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on, not necessarily Dez Bryant himself, but there's a lot of pressure on the Cowboys football team because the Super Bowl will be held at Dallas's home stadium in Arlington, Texas. There's a lot of pressure going to be put by Jerry Jones to make sure his Cowboys will be hosting his Super Bowl. So, you know, it's a lot with that as well. So hopefully Des Bryant can make a healthy recovery because this guy is a special talent. Now, when we come back, we're going to talk about Albert Hainsworth because this guy, he has so far not been productive.
Bum.
So far.
Baby.
And he's getting paid all the money in the world by the Redskins. Was this the biggest mistake the Redskins could have made? We'll talk about Albert Hainsworth as well. We're going to get to his music. We're going to get to your love segment. And what's wrong with society as well. And later on my rant, I'll preview the rest of the AFC divisions. And, of course, I guess we're having a blowdown session.
Blowdown!
I believe so. I think it's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
Oh, is it a guarantee?
No, it's going to happen.
We'll be right back.